The tension began subtly as Kelly Clarkson joined Craig Melvin on the Today Show couch, smiling brightly but noticeably guarded. Craig opened the interview with light questions about her tour and new music, but Kelly's posture suggested she was bracing for something heavier. The studio audience leaned in, sensing the shift before it even happened. While Kelly tried keeping the tone upbeat, Craig's expression hinted that he was steering toward a topic that wasn't on the agreed list, and Kelly's eyes darted briefly toward her publicist backstage, already anticipating trouble. 2. Craig transitioned abruptly to Kelly's personal life, bringing up a recent headline involving her divorce and custody arrangements. Kelly's smile stiffened instantly, and her lips pressed into a thin line. She attempted to deflect with humor, saying she preferred to sing her feelings rather than litigate them on morning TV, but Craig pushed back with an unexpected follow-up. The audience murmured at his persistence, and Kelly shifted uncomfortably in her seat, eyebrows raised as if she couldn't believe he'd gone there. 3. When Craig pushed further, asking if her public drama was affecting her credibility as an artist, Kelly visibly recoiled. She leaned back, eyes narrowing, and shook her head slightly. "That's not fair, Craig," she said, her voice firm but controlled. The room fell silent. Even the crew members paused mid-step behind the cameras. Craig seemed unfazed, flipping through his note cards as though everything was proceeding normally, but Kelly's entire demeanor had changed from warm guest to someone preparing for a confrontation. 4. Craig attempted to justify the question as just what viewers are curious about, but Kelly scoffed softly, incredulous. She reminded him, with unmistakable irritation, that she had come to promote her work, not defend her personal life on national television. The audience responded with a round of supportive applause. Instead of easing the tension, Craig doubled down, asking whether avoiding the question meant she was hiding something. That sentence was the match that set the moment ablaze. 5. Kelly sat forward, placing her hands firmly on her knees, her expression sharp and determined. "I'm not hiding anything," she snapped. "But I also don't owe you or anyone else my trauma for ratings." The studio erupted in gasps. Craig blinked, caught off guard, but quickly tried to regain control. He fumbled for another card, but Kelly had already made up her mind that the interview had crossed a line she wasn't willing to tolerate. 6. A heavy silence hung in the air as Kelly stared at Craig, waiting for him to redirect or apologize. Instead, he attempted to pivot into another pointed question about celebrity responsibility, which only fueled her frustration. Kelly raised a hand, stopping him mid-sentence. "No, Craig, we are not doing this today," she said with finality. Her voice was calm, but the firmness made it clear she was done being polite. 7. Craig tried to salvage the conversation by suggesting they move on, but Kelly laughed in disbelief. "Move on? You dug the hole, Craig," she said, shaking her head. "You don't get to pretend this didn't just happen." The audience reacted loudly, some booing Craig's persistence. Kelly stood up slowly, smoothing her dress with controlled, deliberate movements. She offered a tight smile to the audience but avoided looking back at Craig, who was now visibly flustered. 8. As Kelly stepped away from the couch, Craig attempted to call her back, insisting she clarify her earlier comments. Kelly paused only long enough to throw him a frustrated glance. "I don't need to clarify anything," she said. "I came here in good faith." "You didn't." The audience applauded again, louder this time, as Kelly took a step toward the stage exit, her heels clicking sharply against the floor. 9. Crew members scrambled awkwardly as Kelly moved off camera, unsure whether to cut to commercial or follow the scheduled rundown. Craig, still sitting on the couch, managed a strained smile toward the camera. "Well, looks like we'll take a quick break," he stammered, clearly shaken. The tension in the studio felt electric, the kind of live TV moment that instantly becomes a viral clip the second it's posted online. 10. Backstage, Kelly was seen shaking her head in disbelief as her team surrounded her, whispering frantically. She muttered something about not tolerating disrespect, while the show's producers rushed to de-escalate the situation. Meanwhile, Craig remained on set, trying to regain composure as the show returned from commercial, but the damage was already done. The moment Kelly walked off had cemented itself as one of the most shocking morning show confrontations in recent memory, a fiery clash that viewers would replay and dissect for days.